Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you miss me? I'm so happy you're here, Jen. Y'all know I gotta remember to let y'all know that I'm going live. I just be popping up and expecting my moderators to be here. So thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Quizzical Girl. Good morning, Team Wicked Smart. Good morning. Good morning. How am I sounding? Do I sound well? Let me know if I sound like a machine or if you can hear me clearly. What is happening here? My mouse is not working. There we go. Good morning. I am back. Back like I never left. Back with the jump off. Good morning. Okay, what is going on? I'm sorry, I'm doing like four things at once. Slight crackle. God damn it. Shit. I think I'm too close. I think I have my. Let me know if it goes away. I moved. I think it's my mic. I think it's my mic. Other mic is trying to pick up. Let's see. This is why I've been gone. Because you know what? It's too much. Just kidding. How do I sound now? I think I ordered new mics because mine are like sometimes they're weird. And so I'm just gonna go with studio sound. How was that? Same? Fuck, fuck, fuck. Freak. Let me do this. How about now? I moved my mic away from the computer. I don't know why the mic doesn't like to be next to the computer when it's a mic for the computer. But I just got to get new ones. How am I sounding? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? Do I need to leave and come back? Let me know. Better. Awesome. Hi. Hi. Sounds like a fan. There is a fan on. Hold on. There was a fan on. And I don't need it on because I'm cold right now. I keep my house too cold. So I'm always in a sweater. I would I love the summer and I want to walk into a cold house and be able to walk outside and warm up. I don't like it the other way around. I hate it the other way around. Good morning. I have missed you guys. I have missed you so much. I have been out stressed and outworked and overwhelmed. And y'all know I'm a Scorpio. So what happens? What happens when I get overwhelmed? I ball up inside a wall by myself until I'm better. And here I am. Here I am. I don't think they were being Pelly addicts. It might have been loud. It's like right next to me. I have missed you guys. I have so much to talk about. I have so much to say. I am coming out of whatever I was in. I don't even know it's not depression. I don't want to give it that. I don't want to give it that title. But I am a Scorpio. Like when I get to when it starts to feel like too much, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. And if you know me, you just know what it is. But if you don't know me, it's like, where did she go? What's happening? All my friends have come to know me and they know like, okay, she'll be back. I don't know if it's a Scorpio trait. I don't know if it's a mom trait. I don't know what it is, but I've been dealing with these children. I got one I have to drop off at college and I have one I have to drop off at kindergarten. So I am not well. I am not well. I just want to let y'all know. It is going to be a rough couple weeks. I don't know if I'm going to produce enough tears that are going to fall when I drop these children off. Touched out. Yes, Team Wicked Smart. It's like I don't want anybody to touch me. I don't want anybody to look at me too long. I don't want I want silence. And so I just kind of retreat. And I have to get better with that because I be missing you guys and I be having so much to say and then I just be sitting here talking to myself. That ain't good. That ain't good. Got one I got to send off to college. That's been overwhelming because, again, I was married. Now I'm single. So finances have changed. But I'm going to make sure my baby get in there. We're going to get it done. So if you want to support my growing channel, that's always an option. But yeah, moving one into college, that's going to be too freaking much. And I got a little COVID baby. So she's going to kindergarten. That's going to be too freaking much. But we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. How is everybody? How are y'all doing? I have missed talking to y'all. Y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. I know I've not been on in 2 weeks. I lost 30 subscribers. Like, dang, give a girl a break. I was coming back. I was coming back. Jeez. I do want you guys to know that I want to keep, so I was going to do this. I was going to make little announcement. I was going to make this channel legal commentary and other things, but I think I want to leave this channel legal commentary. And so me and my older cousin, we have started another channel called Honest Tea, and that's where we're going to be dishing. Once we get that all together, I'll put the link in this bio so you guys can go over there if you want other things that I'll be talking about, because I am a person that has something to say about everything. I am one of those people. But I want to keep this channel a little more geared to what it started out as. Because I think that's what some people come here for. And I don't want to, if you over here for legal commentary, you don't want to hear about the housewives. Even though I've been watching them ladies. And let me tell you, I got to season 10 in New York. And now I'm on season 4 of OC. It's so nostalgic. And it's so sad to see how far we fell. It's so sad to see how far we fell from great, amazing television before we had social media be what it is, when these people were just living. I'm telling y'all, if y'all have nothing else to do, if y'all need a background show, if y'all need something on in the back while you're just moving about life, if you have Peacock, turn on any one of the Housewife franchises. It started at season 1, episode 1. Some of the best times of my life. Vicky, let me tell you, this is why I'm so happy I rewatched it as a full-grown adult, with the times having changed in the world, and you have new thoughts and new experiences. Because I, for whatever reason, used to like Vicky. Like, I used to think that she was fun and funny and enjoyable. Watching her from season 1 as a fully grown adult with experiences and life choices, I can't stand that hoe. And I don't know how she made it this long. She is very selfish. She's very demanding. She gives me, and nobody else. She's overbearing. And she was mean as hell to Don. I think that was her second husband that we met on the show. She was horrible to that man. Which is why Brooks was her karma. Who said that? Who said that? I don't know. But she was horrible to that man. Tamara was 100% jealous of Gretchen. Let's just be clear. She saw Gretchen come in and she was perfect pinup blonde, and Tamara could not handle it. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm on season 5. Remember Gina Keogh? I had forgot. There are some people who are on these shows that I had completely forgotten about. And I will say, finishing, I got to like season 10 before New York started to get on my nerves. I feel like they had the most one season housewives. People that if you don't watch from the beginning, you'll be like, damn, I forgot she was on the show. Like they had so many people come in and just do one season and could not handle it. Like, and it's because watching it from the beginning as a fully grown adult with new experiences and new emotions in the times of today, you realize that New York had the least going on. They were just obnoxious and loud and drunk. Who said that? We knew the least about those ladies. Their arguments were terrible and whack, and all the information we got from the New York housewives always came from the blogs. I don't know if we realized that when we were in it. But like watching it now, I'm like, I have watched 5 seasons of this shit and I don't know any of these women. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they're about. I just know they argue about who didn't invite them to where. I don't know. But anyway, moving back to OC, do y'all remember Gina Keogh and her whole mean ass, racist ass family? I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that. And now I have to stop what I'm doing and go Google these people. I will watch these shows from the beginning. I'll be like, oh yeah, let me see what she's doing. Let me go on Instagram. I was surprised to find out that her son Shane is like expecting a baby. I thought he was gay. I don't know who said that, but I thought that boy was. How you doing? Anywho, but that's the type of stuff we'll be talking about over on Honest Tea, because I know y'all don't care about that over here. So when we get that up and running, we will talk about that over there. Anywho, I feel like I came back just in time because we had a hearing yesterday over on the Miles King case. You know, when I do this, that means I have a conspiracy theory. I feel like I was all gung-ho for this judge. Like, yeah, make Lally get on the stand and make him explain why he hasn't turned this stuff over. Yeah, make Proctor get on the stand and explain why he was not doing what Lally asked him to do. And then we get to the hearing yesterday. And then I am side-eyeing this judge a little bit. Because here's what? I understand. Okay? I understand what the judge was saying. Like, we can't move forward, at least with his chart that he was trying to read, which I couldn't see it, but it feels like Attorney Capiccio was explaining it. Like, I felt like the way she was explaining it, if I would have saw it, I would have been able to read it. I don't know. I felt like I could understand what she was saying out of her mouth. So I'm like, if she would have shown it to me, I probably would have been able to follow it. But, you know, everybody ain't me. I'm a visual learner. So I understand to a point what he was saying. He's saying like, look, until we know what it is you're saying is, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me think about it. Or something, Leslie, like, until we can find out what it is you're saying is prejudicial, then how do we move forward? I get that. Because if they're trying to dismiss the case, it's not just that the evidence, the discovery had to be late. It's that it's late, and because of it being late, it is so prejudicial to this case that my client can't get a fair trial. Sure. But there's other questions to be answered, right? We still want to know why it was late. Because it might not just be that it's late. It might be that it's late intentionally. See, because the search warrants being late might not change the course of the trial, right? It might not be that big of a deal. Because if the search warrants are right and everybody did everything right, we don't know that. But if they are right, then it doesn't change that much of the trial. But it matters if everybody behind the scenes is being little sneaky, little sneaky little, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was odd to me that he wouldn't say, okay, we still have to answer that question. We still need to know what you feel like is prejudicial, but we have the witnesses here. We have their lawyers here. We came here for this reason. Let's get them on the stand because there's still other questions to answer. It feels like, ting, conspiracy theory. Thank you, Jared. Conspiracy theory feels like he saw Lally on the stand the last time and started to feel bad for him. And didn't want to do it again. And is trying to stop it from happening again. It feels like, this is just my conspiracy theory. It feels like they're trying everything they can to not put Proctor on the stand because isn't Proctor right now in talks to get his job back? I don't know how he's going to do that, considering his name comes up in at least 3 cases that we know of. Doing something he ain't got no business. But you know what? Shit goes down in Massachusetts. We don't even listen. It's like it's a simulation over there. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he get his job back. So that being said, it feels like there is a concerted effort to keep this man off the stand. And I don't understand why. Because yes, we need those questions answered, Judge, if that's what. And then, I understand the law. I understand. I get it. Okay, I get it. But here's what. Does it matter? Does it matter if it's prejudicial? When Attorney Capiccio literally said yesterday, I just got discovery yesterday. What did you say? Like, this is how a judge who really gave a damn would respond to attorney sitting up there who has had hearing with the district attorney on the stand about missing discovery, has filed a motion to dismiss based on missing discovery. And then she stands up in this hearing now and say, I just got even more discovery. A judge would be like, what? Wait, what did you just say? And did you notice when she said, and I can't even say that that's all of it? You didn't hear one prosecutor stand up and say, yes, that's all of it. Huh? Did anybody pick up on that? Or was it just me? Because I picked up on that immediately. When she said, and I can't even say that this is all of it, not one of those prosecutors at that table stood up and said, yes, Judge, she has all of it now. I don't know. Felt weird to me. And I feel like she said that on purpose. Like, I feel like everything she does is on purpose. I'm telling you, that haircut, she's not playing with them. She's not playing with them. When she said, and I still can't be sure I have all of it, nobody said anything. And the righteous indignation of them to be like, we've been working on this for a couple days, or like, we've been working on this since last week. So what? So what? You've actually been working on this for 4 years. And I just got it. So what? Like, I just don't understand how everybody Everybody in that office. Nobody has any scruples. Nobody has any scruples. I don't get it. How nobody in that office is saying, you know what, y'all, this is crazy. You know what, Judge, this is crazy. We apologize. We don't know what was going on. We have our hands around it now. We will work with the defense. Anything they feel like they don't have time to review or understand, we will not use. It's in fact, instead they stand up there like, what does she even want? Why is she even here? That's the feeling I get from them, and it's so annoying to me. And then to hear the judge be like, I'm sure they will. I'm sure the prosecutors will. Are you sure? Because we ain't sure. Why are you so sure? Why are you so sure that they'll do anything? It's very strange. It's very strange. I feel that way too. I feel that way too, Melissa. I feel like something happened between this hearing and last hearing where why are you why why is your tone, and again that may be just the way they talk, like he might not even have a tone, but to me it's a tone, and it felt like the tone was pointed at the defense. Why are you making me do all this work? Why am I the one under the weight of all this evidence when I just got it? Like, why are you looking at me like, why didn't you do what I asked you for? Why aren't you looking at them like, how the hell do you dump 300 pieces of discovery on somebody after 4 years? It's just insane to me. It's just insane to me. It's cranky or something, right, Quizzical Girl? Like, it's odd. It's like, wait a minute. Wait, back up. Who we mad at? Who's the problem here? What's going on? Why are you talking to me like I don't understand? I don't know what I'm looking at. Why don't you? Why don't you? And if you're clear, there is last hearing, I was not sure what the judge was asking for. So I get Attorney Capiccio when she's like, well, I thought this is what you wanted. He's not very clear. And I feel like he's not clear on purpose because he wants conspiracy theory. Ding. Conspiracy theory. He wants her to not understand what he's asking for so that when he gets in another hearing, he can make it seem like, well, you're just not doing what I'm asking you to do. So let's go on. Let's move on. Because I think the judge thinks that it's remedy enough that the prosecutors have not turned over evidence for years. I think they all think that it's remedy enough that he is out on bond, which having a murder charge and being out on bond is a big deal because we see what Y&W Melly is doing over there. So they think that's enough to cure all of their misgivings. And it's not, because I don't know Miles King at all. Okay? He may have done everything they said he did. He may have done every single thing they said he did. And so what? And so what? If he did everything y'all said he did, why not just investigate the case correctly? Why not just do what it is you're supposed to do? This seems like a problem with Norfolk County. It seems like, see, this time they may be right. See what I'm saying? This time they may be right. And he actually did what they said he did. But then you have somebody like Karen Reed. And it happens to say, if you let them get away with it, for people who are actually guilty, it'll always hurt someone who was not. And this is what happened. They're used to doing this. Shady, shisty, misdealing, not giving everybody the evidence, because I'm sure, again, they would have assumed he was going to take a deal. They wanted him to take the deal and go away. And they're used to doing this half-handed, not really investigating, adding stuff where it's not supposed to be, search warrants, maybe not, finding stuff where it's not supposed to be. They're used to doing that. They're used to doing that. And it's okay in their minds because, of course, he did this. He's guilty anyway. So by hook or by crook, we're going to put him in jail. But then it starts to happen to people they think are guilty, regardless of whether or not they are. Karen Reed blew up this entire can of worms. And all they had to do was actually investigate. All they had to do was actually investigate. If he did it, you'll figure out he did it. All you had to do was actually investigate. And then for him to be like, the judge to be like, just go downstairs and sit there for 3 hours. Why? Why can't we do that after we hear these people, get these people on the stand and answer the other questions that we have? I did not understand it. I did not understand it. They're already here. We're all here. We'll do that. We'll actually sit down and figure out the chart that I've already figured out. We'll do that. But also, put Lally back on the stand because I got more questions. Let's get Proctor in here. They don't want Proctor in there to say nothing dumb because I feel like he's up for his job back. Let me tell you something. If Michael Proctor is rehired to the Massachusetts State Police, I know so. If he is rehired to the Massachusetts State Police, I'm just going to assume that whole town down there is a simulation. It's AI. It's an experiment to see how the world will react to ridiculousness. That's just what I'm going to assume. That's just what I'm going to assume. Because, excuse me? Like, why are you even playing this game? There's 3 cases that we know of that your name comes up in doing something you don't have any business. Messing up what should be slam dunk cases. And they can't get them because of you. What's his face? What's the man's name who just murdered his wife? Now they might not get very incriminating Google searches because you had your little slimy hands on him. Walsh, that's his name. Thank you, Jen. Like, you think they're going to give you a job back? I think not. They don't want to have them other people there. That's why they just demoted them and moved them around. They really want to fire all of them. But that'll look too bad on them. And you cannot ever do anything to make these people look that bad. It's all about what they look like. It's all about what they look like. It's just infuriating. And you know what? If I was a criminal defendant in Norfolk County, take it to trial. I don't give a damn if it's a parking ticket. I don't care if it's a parking ticket. I'm taking it to trial. I'm making these judges do their work. And then maybe these judges will hold these prosecutors to a standard to say, you know what? I don't have time to have 4 cases on discovery. I don't have time to put 4 different status conferences on my calendar for discovery because y'all not doing right. We're going to dismiss it. I would not take a deal from Norfolk County if it was for a parking ticket. Take it to trial. Everybody. Every criminal lawyer in Norfolk County should be walking around telling their clients we're going to trial. Every single one. Because I guarantee you with some shit in that milk ain't clean. Every single one. And then I feel like the judges will be like, you know what? My calendar is too fool for this mess? What is going on? That is a good idea, Patrick. In a perfect world, that would be amazing. But since we don't live in a perfect world, there's going to be crimes that are committed, and everybody has rights. And it feels like Norfolk County just disregards those rights. And it feels like, Patrick, that it doesn't matter whether you commit a crime or not, as long as they felt like you committed a crime. And I don't give a damn if I did or not. Take it to trial all the way. Make them give you everything. And it feels like, you know what? They feel like a shady, like debt collector. This is not legal advice, but if it was, I will tell you, everybody who's not the original creditor, if they come to you asking for money, make them give you all the documents they have, and I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 they won't have it, and their credit will go away. That's how Norfolk County seems to me. It seems like if you push them on anything, you might just get it so they don't have everything, and now your case is dismissed. Because apparently they don't have any sort of policies and procedures. Everybody just out here doing what they want to do. When Lally said last time, we don't have a policy, we don't have a procedure, we don't have nothing. We just out here charging to the game. I do it how I do it, she do it how she do it. How does that work? How is that working? How is that moving a county along when nobody has a policy on how they should do anything? What happens if Lolly gets deathly ill? And I'm not wishing that ill, knock on wood. What if something happens to him where he just has to go away for a while? How do you come in and pick up where he left off if there's no policy and procedure, no system, no protocol, no software that tells you what he was doing, where he left off, what was missing, who he's been talking to, when the last time he talked to him? What is going on? What is going on? It's like, what city are we? What? It's a simulation. It's all a simulation. And that's the only way I can sleep at night. I think it's a test. I think it's a scheme that Todd set up to come to me with the bull. It's all a simulation. It has to be. It has to be. Good morning, numbers. It has worked for decades. And that is why every criminal defendant in Norfolk County should go to trial. Every single one. I would not take a deal from them. I don't give a damn if it was 20 hours of community service. Because I don't want no record. And I might not get one. Take it to trial. First of all, you're going to be sitting around waiting on trial for 4 years. So by the time they get to you, people who started the trial might not even work there anymore. Apparently, that's how everything goes down. Apparently, that's how everything works down there. And the fact that he kept, the judge I'm talking about, just kept talking like he believed in them. Like he believed in. I'm sure the prosecutors will. I'm sure the state will. I'm sure they'll get it to you. I'm sure they'll work with you. I'm not sure of shit. And if I was Capicio, that's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. I'm not sure of shit. And that's why we're here. And I wish you would stop being so sure as well. Because I was sure that they would give me search warrants within 90 days of calling the case. Why are you so sure? And then he said, after she said, I just got discovery yesterday. He said, well, I'm not sure what that's about. Why don't you ask? Why don't you ask? I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm an adult. I need to calm down. But that pissed me off so bad. You're here. They're here. Why don't you ask? Why won't you just ask? What do you mean? I don't know what that's about. You're the judge. You know what you can do? Ask. Why the hell are they just now getting new discovery yesterday? We just had a whole hearing with the prosecutor on the stand asking him about why we don't have discovery and what's taking them so long. And you mean to tell me you just gave our new discovery yesterday? What? Why? And why didn't you ask, is that all? Feel like she said that on purpose so that the judge can pick up on it and say, wait, is that all? Is there more? You have until now to give it to her. Why are you trying to piss me off? This is why I could never do it, you guys. This is why I could never do courtroom lawyering, because I don't have the temperament or the professionalism I should have at my big age and my big educational status. Because I would be in there like, hold up! Did you hear what I just said, Judge? I'm not sitting down with shit. I don't trust these people. I feel like everything should be thrown out because why did I just get it? And they're not even telling me that this is everything. You're not going to ask them why? Why you on my head? Can you get off of my top and ask them why I just got stuff yesterday? Why you can't read the chart, Judge? It's very simple. This is what I got. This is what they gave me. This is what's new. Boom. I can understand it. What you missing? I would be so furious and frustrated. Yes, Team Wicked Smart. And that just seems like everybody in Norfolk County is just on a trust me, bro. Like that's the policy and procedure. That's the procedure on the wall. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I got it. It's here. Stressful. It's stressful. I couldn't do it. I would be pulling my hair out. And I would be held in contempt. Because do you know how many times are you serious? Would have flew from my mouth. Especially when Sasquatch stood up and acted like, well, we've been working on this for about a week. And we still don't understand what she... I don't give a damn. You've been working on this for about a week. And you could have worked on it 4 years ago. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going back to StreamYard next time. I'll be trying to do YouTube. I feel like it puts me, when you go live on YouTube, it puts you in the algorithm more. And we're trying to grow our little channel, but it's too much. It's too much. I like StreamYard. But yeah, and his demeanor seems totally different this time around, the judge. I feel like Proctor wasn't even in the courtroom because he already knew he wasn't going on the stand. Ting, conspiracy theory. Oh yeah, I can do that. Mary, let me try to do that. Let's do that. Customization. Subscribers. Hey. There we go. That should do it. Okay. Anywho. Yes. And then the judge had to stand up. Mind you, judge had to stand up. That's how big the stack of papers was that he couldn't even sit in his chair and get them. He had to stand up. And yet you want me as a defense attorney to do this all in a week? And here's the thing that also bothers me about that, guys. She's obviously, Attorney Capiccio, obviously doing this for free now. Because do you know how much this would cost a person? Do you know how many billable hours she's billing to go through all of this discovery, to come to court, and then just have to leave court and go sit down there with 3,000 hours and go through all of that? Do you know how much this would cost a regular person? This is another tactic I feel like Norfolk County does. I feel like they try to bankrupt their defendants. They try to bury them in paper. They try to stretch things out. They try to take a little too long to bury their defendants financially. So that's why they settle. Because this costs a lot of money. This costs so much money. But they have unlimited funds. They don't care how long it takes them. They don't care that they didn't give you this stuff for 4 years. Do you know how a regular attorney, just imagine if Miles King was represented by like the legal, what's wrong with me? Public defender. Just imagine if you had a public defender. He takes a deal 4 years ago because they don't got time. They don't have time. Yes, Jen, I'm sorry. Give your fingers a rest. They don't have time. They don't have time. This costs so much money that people they have to find attorneys who are willing to go. First of all, you have to find attorneys who practice in this county willing to go up against these judges and this prosecutor's office. Because listen, usually defense attorneys and prosecutors and judges all have a working relationship. You know what I do, I know what you do. We don't got to come in here and fight with each other. I know you're doing your job. I know I'm doing my job. The judge is keeping it cool. But once you become a defense attorney who has to go up against the state and the judges, that means every single client you have from now on may reap the consequences of you being that. We know that Alan Jackson just joined Karen Reed's civil case. Imagine if Alan Jackson tried to take another criminal defendant in Massachusetts. How the state would treat him. How the judges would treat him. You have to find a lawyer that is from that town willing to go up against that town. That's already hard to do. And then after you do that, you got to find out who's going to pay for it. Because more than likely, whatever lawyer you get is going to be doing it for free after a certain period. Because this costs money. So much money. They go out of their way to make it take a long time so that the defendants can't afford their attorney anymore. That way they got to go to public defender. That way they settle. And nobody gets to see all the little shady shit they've been doing. It's insane. It's insane. And we still haven't gotten all of Proctor's cell phone from the feds. And I feel like he's trying to wrap up his case, his rehiring board or whatever it is, before they get their hands on that phone. I want to see. I want to see. They'll never believe in systemic issues because the systemic issues don't affect them. Those are the only people that don't believe in systemic issues. People that don't feel like they're affected by systemic issues. The ones that have benefited from the systemic issues won't admit that they're systemic issues, because then they'd have to admit that everything they have isn't just by sheer will. and smarts and hard work ethic. And that's a tough thing to do. That's a tough thing to do. Any hootie. Any hootie. I have gotten a couple emails because I got to take my kids to the doctor, so I got to get off of here in a second. But I've got a couple emails about whether or not I was going to cover the Jarvis Butts case that is going to happen, I think, in October. I don't know. I don't know. If you don't know who Jarvis Butts is a case out of Wayne County here in Michigan, where he impregnated a 13-year-old girl and she disappeared. They never did find her body. He's just been hit with additional charges stemming from essaying his 4-year-old daughter. And I just don't know if I can handle it. I just don't know if I can handle it. I'm going to be honest. It pisses me off every time. And I don't know that I want to listen to it again. And I am praying every day that that demon finally wakes up and says, you know what, this is crazy. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. So he finally tells where he put that baby's body so that she can be laid to rest properly if there is still remains of her. Mind you, this happened in January of 2020, I believe. Or maybe 2022? I don't know. I don't know that I can handle that. I watched Mel's I Am Not a Lawyer But's recap on the hearing that he just had because I knew I couldn't watch it. And I just watched her little 10-minute recap and I was just sick to my stomach. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm just, every time I hear about it, it makes my skin crawl. Like, my baby's 4. My baby is 4. And I don't understand how he made it to handcuffs. Because it would be me shuffling in there in chains. So I don't know. It's horrible, Mary. It's unbearable. And his lawyers were in there at this last hearing trying to get the 4-year-old's case thrown out. Are you insane? Are you insane? I don't know if I'm going to cover that one. I will be watching the Y&W Melly case because I am interested in that. Yeah, I think you're right, Team Wicked Smart. I may just cover the sentencing because you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Just. Anywho, I want to cover the Y&W Melly. I'm not clicking my nails because I'm missing 2. And this is the one I clicked. But I live with my nail tech, so I don't know why she treat me like a redheaded stepchild. I don't know why my nails are not done. I'm sick of living like this. But I'm going to get them done because I'm going to see Chris Brown tomorrow. That's going to be exciting. Going to Breezy Bowl. That's going to be exciting. I got to slip in the good times when I can because there's going to be some belt tightening around here. We might be eating bread and water for the next 6 months, but you know what? My baby will be in school. So that's really all that matters, isn't it? My baby will be in college and she won't know nan bit of difference. But we'll be over here eating goulash, whatever that is. We will get it done. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta take my babies to their back to school checkups because apparently can't go to school without a full body workup for for whatever reason in kindergarten. I don't know if they're gonna have these children doing. I don't know if they're gonna be working on the main line, but whatever. I'm gonna do it because they tell me to do it. Physical eye test, ear test, hearing. Like, okay, girl. I mean, I guess y'all gonna have them out there in the hot sun, burning the midnight oil or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna do it because I got to do it. Make sure y'all hit like and subscribe. Support my growing channel. We will be back. I'm gonna be back more consistently. I promise you guys. I'm gonna. Thank you for the loaf of bread fund, Team Wicked Smart. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys who are still here, who are still rocking with me. We're gonna be back to it, and once I get the link for our honest tea, make sure y'all check us out over there because that's what we'll be talking about. All the debauchery that's not real professional. That's why I'm gonna get real down and dirty over there when I talk about all the goings on because I am a celebrity news freak. Okay, I know about everything that's going on with everybody. I might not talk about it, but I know everything that's going on with everybody. Jen, yes, you've been telling me about the Young Jerks. Send me the information. Let me know what's up. I'll definitely go on the Young Jerks. I really like his channel. But that's when over there on Honest Tea is when I'm gonna get down and dirty and the celebrity gossip and the goings on and the trending topics. That's what we'll do over there. Over here we'll do legal commentary. We'll keep it real. You don't know I don't got professionalism in my bones, but we're gonna try to keep it somewhat educational on it over here. Keep it real cool. All right, y'all guys have a good day. Thank you for checking in with me today. I will be back. I will talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves and each other. Goodbye.